Hello, welcome back, everybody, to another episode on the Night Driver community. This topic for this week will be about money talks. You ask, what am I going to talk about? Interesting. What could he be talking about? What is he thinking? That is the question at hand. I'm going to first start off with saying these are just my opinions on what I see and what I've gone through in my life. These are just there from what I've seen. Take it how you see it. So, on that note, let's begin with, let's talk about this country. Because money talks, and this country has money. Don't believe everything they say. As far as, we don't have money, country owes, we're in debt, all that, yada, yada, yada. Let me ask you this question. If the country was in debt, why is the country giving billions, if not more, to foreign countries? Good question. You ever wonder why? I do, and I think I know why. They want us to feel like we are have to work in order to get money. They feel like they have power over us because we as people need to take a stand and say no, no more. So they ask us to, if it's okay, to send money over to other countries. No, we all voted these people in office. It's time we need to look at who we're voting in office. People may not agree with this, but look at our current president. What has this country done in the last 3 years since he's been in office? And what are they doing right now? They're trying to stop the prior president from getting into re-election because they know what he did for this country and how he made this country better. Meanwhile, they just want to feed to the people that they think can get their votes. People need to wake up and see they only care about making money in their own pocket. Tell me I'm wrong. When's the last time they had to pay for stuff? So their kids go to public schools or private schools. If not, who pays for that? We do. We pay for a lot of stuff, and while they just freely do what they want, they just want more and they keep increasing our taxes to get more. They come up with laws and they don't even know what they're talking about half the time too. And one of the things I've kind of learned in life, if you have more money, you have more of a say in what you do with your free time and life. You can also choose to help people if you have more money. Does the country do that? No. They have more money. They just don't want you to know. They don't choose to help us. They'd rather see veterans, homeless, living under bridges. Well, they feed the communities where it's okay to keep having kids and rely on the support of hardworking Americans to pay for that. While there's people out there in this world who don't or aren't, I should say, aren't as lucky to have the opportunity to have kids. And it costs an arm and a leg to try and have more. Where is the equality in that? On to hold on. Excuse me. I am looking at notes. I'm trying to do a better job at planning out my videos and getting some more structure and not feeling like it's all over the place. Another thing with money talks. Money talks, but all it says to most of us is hello and goodbye. That's a joke. Get it? In and out. Yeah. If you don't get it, I can't help you. On to other things with money talks. Look at what the country is with corporations. There is people out there, corporations, I can't name all of them, but you got Amazons, you got transportation companies, you got Walmarts, heck, even somebody can say YouTube is a corporation because they make money, but they also have rules and regulations. And that is one thing, people don't understand with making videos. There is guidelines that you have to follow. I would wish I could be more freely and talk about more stuff and more ideas, but in order to stay on their platform, I have to kind of follow their rules. Um, which is just like most corporations. They have their rules and they have their policies and they put them in place for what works best for them. Meanwhile, they don't look at what they're doing to their hardworking people that work for them. They come up with policies that make their job harder. They come up with policies that make things more difficult. They come up with ways to also create revenue, make more money. And then they feed you with I believe is what I believe is lies as to what they're doing with the money. Like, oh, we are expanding, we're building another building, we're doing this, we're doing that, got it, etc., etc., etc. Meanwhile, when it comes pay time, pay raises, cost of living raises, what are they doing for us? Do they think about us? Nah, here you go. Here, just enough, just enough to get by. Not even to sometimes cover the cost of living. Look at it this way. I drive a truck for a living. I know cost of stuff is going up because of cost of fuel, cost of other stuff. Meanwhile, companies, they charge more because they got to pay more for fuel. But at the end of the day, they're not returning that extra money to their employees. They're filling their pockets. They're just as corrupt as the government that runs this country. And on that note, I think that will be a wrap. I don't want to get too controversial. I hope you all understand what I'm saying. These are more just my opinions. If you don't like them, you have your right not to like them. I've grown up. I've seen stuff. I've been worked at different places. I've tried different things. And one last thing. The only person who can change what you do with your money is not the government. It's you. Do you really need what you need? Is it really a need? Is it a want? Can you wait? Is there something else you can better invest your money in? Don't blame the government. The government, yes, has their say. But at the end of the day, we as people have a control over what we do with our money and how we choose to spend it. On that note, I hope you all have a lovely week, and I look forward to chatting with you all next week. Goodbye.